Today we continue working with irregular verbs. To tell the truth, we are finishing working with them, and this is another bonus lesson from the verb tenses workout. And follow the link to know more about this course if you need further practice with the verb tenses. And today we will be talking about the verbs which cause us the most trouble. I recommend to you this smart approach. Yeah, we are not learning irregular verbs as a list. We organize them in groups, and I've decided to create a separate group of verbs for you because these particular verbs cause us the biggest trouble. So we make a lot of mistakes, not all of us, but some students, and it's better to concentrate on these verbs in particular. The first very typical mistake among English learners when we think that some of the verbs are regular, but they are not. And the list of the most popular unhappy verbs like that, so we have teach, build, choose, cost, cut, hold, and steal. These are all examples from my real students, okay? This is how people are trying to say it, and it's not correct because teach, build, choose, cost, cut, hold, and steal are still irregular. It's still not possible to use them as regular verbs. So teach, taught, taught, build, built, built, choose, chose, chosen, cost, cost, cost doesn't change, cut, cut, cut doesn't change. To tell the truth, the verbs which don't change are often treated as regular, but it's still incorrect. Hold, held, held, steal, stole, stolen. So I will say he taught at school for 20 years, not taught. He has built a new house for us, okay, built. And I chose a pink dress for the wedding. Choose, I don't understand, but somehow it is very difficult for people to remember. It cost more than they thought, okay. I've cut my finger. Oh, I've cut my finger, yeah, so not cut it again. And he held a newspaper in his hand. This is a very problematic one again, so concentrate on it. So hold, yes, to have something in your hand. And he stole a lot of money from his company. So it's a fair mistake because if you learned irregular verbs in the list, of course, they could slip away. Yeah, that's why again I will repeat how important it is to learn irregular verbs in context, not as a list of words to remember. At the same time, I will remind you that there are some verbs which are treated both as regular and irregular in different accents of English. So burn, learn, smell, dream, and spoil are used as regular verbs in English now, in American English, but in British accent we still treat them as irregular. So burnt, learnt, smelt, dreamed, spoiled. The good news is their second and third forms are the same. Okay? And the second, more typical mistakes, sometimes the verbs have similar meanings and they just get mixed up. Okay? We think about one verb and we use another verb instead. So for example, the verb fall, when we are talking about something getting down, yeah, going down, I will say the boy fell from the tree because it is fall, fell, fallen. Okay, and have you ever fallen from the tree? Can you guess which verb it is often confused with? Of course, it is feel. Okay, to feel. So people tend to say felt when they mean fell. It happens a lot and it's not correct. So fall, fell, fallen, but feel, felt, felt. And I will use both of these verbs in the text. The boy felt confused from feel because he fell from the tree. From fall, he had never felt like this before. Okay. The second pair is when we talk about the result of searching for something, and this is the verb to find, which have forms of found. Found, for example, we found this in the drawer, okay, in the past, and they have found a great book club. So they were searching for a book club and they found it. It is the result of their search. And this verb is very often confused with the verb to found in the first form. Okay, so they found, the second, and the third for to find, but to found as the first form of the verb, which means to organize. And it's regular, so in the past we will be using founded, founded. So our company was founded in 2010, or he has founded a book club. He didn't search for it, he didn't find it, but he organized it himself. So the second, the third, and the first, don't mix them up, please. And now the favorite of all times, three verbs which are so similar that they are so confusing. The first one is to lie, when we tell not the truth, when we are telling something untrue. It's regular, so we say lied, okay? And for example, I can't believe he lied to me, so he did tell me something which is not true. And these verbs are so confusing, I recommend to use them in the collocation. Remember the phrase with it instead of just translating, because it's easier to make a mistake this way. So when we say lie, like this verb, which is regular, you need to remember to lie to somebody. So he lied to me, he always lies to his parents, and so on and so on. So lie to somebody. The second verb, which is absolutely the same in the first form, to lie, is to have this horizontal position. When you go to sleep, you lie down. And this verb is irregular with the forms lay, lain. Okay? And I will say, for example, I was tired and lay down. Okay? Don't mix them up. Lied in the past means not to tell the truth. Lay in the past means I put myself into this horizontal position. And again, the collocation way, you need to say to lie down. Okay, remember this as a phrase because this is how you will mostly use it. So to lie down, I lay down. And the third verb, which is often confused, it's to lay, and it means to put something. Okay, and here we actually have a confusion about the first form, because in American English people often say to lay meaning to lie down. I need to lay down. Why are you laying down, or something like that. This is still wrong. It is still not accepted by the rules. And to lay only is a synonym to put, so it means to put something on the table, for example. It has its own forms, laid, laid. Okay, so for example, we got new carpets laid in a passive structure last week. So somebody put the carpets on our floors. And it's very easy again to remember this difference using this collocation, to lay something. So we always lay something, okay? We lie down, but we lay something. So I hope now it is not so confusing, and let's practice a little bit. I will be giving you some sentences and you need to put them into past simple. So we will be practicing the second form because it is mostly the most confusing, yes? He always lies to his wife. How will we say it in past? He always lied to his wife because it's a regular verb. My father teaches French at school. Yes, my father taught French at school. Very good. I find it amazing. I found it amazing. Very good. Don't forget to say these sentences with me. It only costs me $1. It only cost me $1. Yes, not costed. Okay. She feels dizzy and she lies down. Two difficult verbs. She felt dizzy and she lay down. Alex cuts a large piece of bread, and in the past, cut. Yes, Alex cut a large piece of bread. Okay, his son falls down from the bike. Let's imagine that it was not regular, but one time. So his son fell down from the bike. Okay, so great job. Thank you for practicing with me, and revise it again and again until you stop mixing them up, until they stop making you confused. Okay, and if you want to practice more with the irregular verbs, please download my irregular verbs learning calendar from my website, where you will be learning irregular verbs systematically. Thank you very much for watching.